Oh my goodness. Y'all come on in. Here we go. Here we go. What I tell y'all, I'm gonna bring y'all these stories. So while I'm bringing it to you, remember, but God. But God, we're gonna need to pray to get through the things that are happening at the end of the year. And expect for it to get, worse. But that's why I say but God. And I say but God because we gonna need him, because as 2025 get in here and we have the exchange of the throne, so to speak, expect more attacks to come. Please do. And I remember telling y'all, just in passing, we were doing a video about something else last week, and I said, oh, I was in a Food Lion and their systems had gone down, and they were only able to accept certain things. They even had somebody at the front door warning people before they came in, hey, our systems are down. And in talking to the cashier, she said, yeah, they've been down all day, but not just our store. From what she heard, it was every Food Lion was having issues, and that was last week. So in my mind, I said they probably got a cyber attack situation going on, but they don't know yet. They just thinking the system down. So I didn't really want to, speak on it, but I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to speak on it now because it is official that is what is happening, and not just the Food Line. Hey, y'all, come on in. I just started talking like, we friends, we cousins over here. I'm taking some Advil, y'all. This lupus is acting up. Ooh. And I'm drinking my electrolyte water, which has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium, because we're not getting all the magnesium that our brain needs. And it's been a hard day. It's been a hard day. So how are y'all doing? Late's video. I wasn't even going to go live because honestly, I felt so drained after I talked to y'all the first time in the live. When I left to do what I needed to do, the sleep demon just hit me, and I literally was falling asleep while I was driving. I prayed my whole way home and got in my bed, and that was the end of it until I had to pick my daughter up. And then I was still tired. I woke up tired. So I got back here after picking her up and got straight in the bed. I was like, I'm gonna need you to take care of Gracie. I can't do another thing for another person right now. So I laid down, and I'm really just getting up maybe 30 minutes ago. And I went out because I looked at my phone, and I told y'all it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but the percentage went up. So I said, well, why wait until tomorrow? What I could do today, if God has given me the strength to do it, go ahead and do it. Don't put it off. So got up, went outside, put some pine shavings down, even recorded some of that for a future video vlog, because they done scratched out like a whole area or whatever. Anyway, let me get off of them and on to this. So welcome into the channel. Thank you guys for being here. If you are new to the channel, my name is Tommy, short for Thomasine. Okay. But my whole life, I thought my name was Thomasina. Make it make sense. I thought my name was Thomasina because it was spelled with an A at the end. At least that's what I was told until 12th grade. I'm just all over the place in this video. I know, I told y'all. I need rest. This is how I am when I don't get enough rest. I am everywhere. But I'm going to get on this story. But I thought my name was Thomasina. Thomas, after my daddy, Thomas, I-N-A. Until 12th grade. And, my mom I needed my Social Security card or something I needed for school. And she gave it to me. And I looked at it. And I don't know if that was their mistake or the people at the birth certificate office mistake, but either way, it is spelled with an E at the end, Thomasine. So anyway, my family calls me Cena. But when I was performing and singing at clubs and stuff like that, I went under Tommy because I didn't want them to know if it was a woman or a man coming out. So anyway, neither here nor there. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. I promise I'm only taking Advil, okay? Because when I take stronger medication, y'all, my mouth is worse, okay? It's like a truth pill. It's like a truth pill. I need to take 3 because my doctor told me if I take 3 Advil, it's the same as if I was taking, the stronger medication because my body doesn't tolerate strong medication like that. It doesn't. Oh, hey, Eastad, how are you? Hey, Groovy. Hey, Luck. Hey, Willie. Hey, Rosalind. Hey, Groovy. Woomy. How are you? Ooh, Groovy. You did? Listen, I'm going to do a whole video on that tomorrow. Groovy, y'all read what Groovy comment at. This is what Groovy said. I'm going to do a whole video on this after the experience I had today, but I got to do some research to go along with it. Hold on for a second, y'all. Hello? I just went live. Okay, bye. Oh, Lord Jesus. I thought I muted it. Oh, well, it's that kind of day. Anyway, I'll call my husband back. So, hey, keep eyes to the sky. Yesterday, out of the blue, I developed a low grade. No. Say it ain't so. Oh, wait. Where did the comment go? Hold on. Okay. What'd you say, Tina? No, that wasn't Tina. Who was that? Hey, Tina, how you doing? Oh, wow. Keep eyes to the sky. Yesterday, out of the blue, I developed a low-grade fever. Took 2 vitamin C, 1 elderberry, and 2 Tylenol. By the end of the day, I felt better. I'm glad you feel better, honey. But I'm going to do a story on this because, I'm going to put it together based off of just a little thing that I heard today when I was in the Dollar Tree. Mind you, I was trying to get the heck out of the Dollar Tree. Okay. I went in there to stock back up on sanitizer. We'll talk about that tomorrow because it was too much. All of that going on up in there. And then listening to the cashier talk about somebody who was working there. Oh, I know. I mean, she kept telling everybody. Why are you telling that man everybody business? So I guess it's okay if I tell y'all, right? She said, I knew. Well, she was talking to another coworker, but she was talking around the customers, and I was all the way almost to the back of the store, and I could still hear her talking about how he never calls out. So I knew he had to have been really sick to call out. Not to say he didn't call out, not to say he didn't come to work sick. He just hadn't been that sick to call out. Catch it. You ain't missed nothing, Yesh, and I'm running my mouth trying to wait for more people to come in so I don't have to repeat what I'm going to say. Hey, Linda. Okay. So last week, I did start talking at the beginning about what we're about to talk about now. So last week in a different video had nothing to do with what I'm talking about now, but it just came across my mind because it had just happened. I had gone to a Food Lion, and somebody stopped me on the way in, and they was like, our system is down. We can only take whatever. So I was like, okay, because I think I was using cash. But thought nothing of it, but they probably got a cyber attack, but they don't really know yet. So now that it's official, I'm going to talk about it. And plus, one of y'all in the comments reminded me of it today, not of what I said, but the fact that this is what's happening, y'all. It is going down. And the closer we get to the changing of the thrones, it's like Game of Thrones. The United States is like Game of Thrones right now. But when it comes to the changing of the thrones, I expect that everything going to be happening. Y'all better stock up. Everything gonna be happening. Y'all better have y'all money. Everything gonna be happening. Have small bills. Go on to get in the comments. Put your tips in there for people because I ain't gonna remember everything. So go on and put your tips in there. What they need to be preparing, what they need to be stocking up. Because I know I got some good people over here. I know y'all know. Okay, so this for the people in the back. All right, so let's get into this story. Oh, what'd you say? Bomb cyclone going to hit West Coast. Will be flooding, flash flooding, winds, and trees going down. Sounds like what we went. I might look into that before we get off if I remember. I don't have my pen to take notes right here. Yeah. And going to get your holiday stuff too. Shoot. Don't play. I was making dressing last night for my video for my other channel. I said, I know I bought some sage. Don't be like me. I know I bought some sage. But it wasn't in my cabinets. And I thought about it. I said, you know what? Girl, you got a long-term pantry. You probably put it down there. And that's exactly where it was. I said, now I can't be up here preaching to everybody about get your items now because it may be a shortage. And I know I spew it's going to be a shortage all the time. I spew this to y'all, not to fearmonger, not to any of that, but because I know any situation can happen. Any situation can happen. It is, snowing everywhere. It's freezing, not everywhere, but it's snowing in most places. It's freezing in most places. Trucks have to deliver, rail have to deliver. You don't know what's going to hold something up. It's no different than you leaving your house at a certain time and then you going down your same way you always go. And then all of a sudden, boom, you getting detoured. And now you have to go all the way around. Now imagine that happening to these trucks out here. And the only reason I brought that up is because that happened to me twice today. Once taking my daughter to work, we ended up having to go the long way around. Thankfully, we got up early enough to leave the house because we didn't know that we were going to run into that. We didn't know that situation was going to happen. And then when I was picking her up, I was about to get detoured again. It's crazy. Hey, Sunshine, how are you? You used to put sage in your dressing, but I tried it. What? Wait. Oh, I did both. I don't play. That dressing is slamming, y'all. I wish y'all could have tasted that dressing. Oh my Lord. I'm in here supposed to be working on that video since last night. And I literally was this how tired and drained I was. This is why I just got rid of that whole third channel. Even though I was this close to being monetized. I just God said, you're doing too much, girl. And he was absolutely right. You're doing too much. I was on my knees where I should have been praying, but I was on my knees at the bed last night, editing on my phone. I don't know what happened, but when I woke up, y'all, I fell asleep on my knees to edit a video for my other channel, which the views probably ain't gonna get but 100 to 300 views anyway. But that's how dedicated I am. Whatever I'm bringing you, I'm trying to give you all of me to the point. I'm drained. So forgive me if I'm all over the place tonight. Stop laughing at me, Lizzie. Anywho, let's get into this story. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see that. Barbara, it was a mess. Can y'all see that? Put a 1 in the chat, please. Hey, Miss Aretha. Speaking of batteries, Miss Aretha, I've been noticing lately when I go into the Dollar Trees, but I haven't said anything, but I'm gonna say it now because of all the winter storms and the possibility of power outages and all that stuff, and you want to have batteries and all that other stuff. They have been out of AA batteries for months. Okay. Months. I can't even say the word months. I'm tired. Okay, y'all can see it. They have been out of batteries. So please get your batteries wherever you can get them from. So what's happening here? Let's back up to this. Let me make myself small. Well, can I make myself small? Because my stream been acting weird. So this company right here, they had issues. And these businesses, Food Lion, Stop and Shop, Hannaford, Hannaford, I think that's how you say it, and probably more, they're under that. So a massive cybersecurity incident. And what I was saying was last week, I, in passing, told y'all about my incident when I was at a Food Lion, and the lady saying that their systems were down and been down all day. They don't know when it's going to come back up. They don't know what's happening. So at that point in my head, she was telling me and another customer, I was like, they probably was hacked, but just don't realize it yet. Or maybe they know, but they wasn't telling the employees. So a massive cybersecurity incident at the U.S. division of global food retail giant Ahold Delhaize has impacted operations at several of its national grocery brand chains, including Stop and Shop, Food Lion, Hannaford, and more. I don't know if they're going to say what the more is, because I'm interested in who else is under them. And now customers are reporting bare shelves. Get bare shelves. I'm not fear mongering. I'm just bringing you what I'm reading. And again, shout out to the subscriber, family member, I hope, that told me in the comments about this so that I could bring it to you. They're reporting bare grocery shelves. I don't think I've written in a title in over a year as my title being bare grocery shelves. And this is why people think, oh God, you're just saying that to get these views, lady. No, I'm saying it because I want you to get your food, man. Let me stop. At dozens of locations across the New England region. The Massachusetts-based U.S. division of Ahold announced it had recently detected a cybersecurity issue within the network, within the U.S. network. So they have, oh, okay. They don't just deal with the U.S. on its website last Friday, November 8th, and immediately notified law enforcement. Bringing it outside cybersecurity experts, the company said it was forced to take some systems offline to isolate them from further damage. The issue and subsequent mitigating actions have affected certain Ahold USA brands and services, including a number of pharmacies. No, sorry. Get your medicines. Get your medicines. And certain e-commerce operations. And that was on November 8th, y'all. In an update sent to Cyber News on Friday, November 15th, the company said, while we have largely returned to providing the level of support that our customers expect across our brands, certain customers may still experience service delays or interruptions. And this is the release that the company gave right here. We apologize for the inconveniences. All of that I'm going to read. One of the world's largest food retail groups and leaders in the supermarket industry, Ahold Delhaize USA, is the largest grocery retail group on the East Coast and the fourth largest grocery retail group in the US. So not everybody is going to experience this, but a lot of us are going to experience this. The company's 5 major US brands include Food Lion, Giant Food, The Giant Company, Hannaford, and Stop and Shop, serving a total of 63 million customers each week. So like I said, a lot of us is going to experience it. You may not, but a lot of us are. Ahold Delhaize uses an omni-channel customer-centric business model to integrate all of the brand channels, including physical stores, apps, website. I mean, they got a hold on the market. Make it make sense how one company controls all of that. And then they go down, and whoever did it know that they control all of this. They're not specifically saying, I'm going to attack Food Lion. No, I'm going to attack the company that's over all these different brands. So everybody get hit at the same time. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's getting crazy. They have physical stores, apps, websites, social media, and more, which could explain why all of its U.S. supermarket chains have been experiencing IT difficulties since last week. I don't know if y'all experienced what I did, but listen, have all forms. Some of them say, oh, we're only taking cash, or we're only taking a certain card or whatever. What's next? We can't accept anything, so you can't buy this food. Cyber News was unable to load both the Stop and Shop and Hannaford websites on Friday. The Food Lion and the Giant sites were loading without issues on Friday, although earlier reports had stated they were also experiencing problems. Yes, they were. I can attest to that. This is what they had posted. Hannaford said, we have technical difficulties basically with our servers. We're working quickly to restore the service. Stop and Shop says security block in place. Our security, I can't read through that thing. Settings are blocked, or something about IP address. Now, they don't know if whatever happened with the cybersecurity, if it's affecting customers as far as information, you know, maybe you signed up for something with them or whatever. So they don't know that part yet, but it's definitely affecting. So it says the company stressed that each of Ahold Delhaize's USA brand stores are open and serving customers, yet there are social media and local news reports of empty shelves and store clerks without answers throughout the New England region. All over New England, the food chain Stop and Shop and its pharmacies have been hacked since right before the election. Shelves are bare and no one working in the stores can explain why. This is what one customer said on X. Industry publication Grocery Drive also reported on Thursday that several Stop and Shop chains locations from Quincy, Massachusetts, ironically the same town as where the company is based in the U.S., were grappling with empty boxes and cleared out shelves, as well as widespread out of stocks in the fresh food department. Some grocery managers have told customers that the cybersecurity issue had impacted truck shipments and the stores were not receiving scheduled deliveries. back to, you don't know what is going to keep your food from getting on the shelves. You don't know. One thing affects the next, the next, the next, and it is a domino effect. Here are the shelves here. Stop and Shop supermarkets across the state have bare shelves due to cybersecurity issue. These are the shelves. Let me make sure y'all seeing it, because people gonna say I'm making this up. She's a liar. She's just trying to get the views. I just want you to get your food before this happens to your area, is all. Is all. You see that? Oh, now StreamYard wants to work. Okay, so far, no cyber criminal group has come forward to claim this attack, and Ahold Delhaize has not revealed if any sensitive customer or employee information has been compromised. But y'all, you know it has. The company's allegedly, let me say allegedly compromised. The company's official statement further explained the food retailer would continue to take actions to further protect their IT systems, and that the security of their customers, associates, and partners is a top priority. Oh, I'm so tired of trying to get comfortable. Oh, Lord. Let's see. So something happened in 2016 in the Netherlands headquarters. This company is banking. This company is banking. So it's not affecting anywhere but the U.S. supermarket brand. All right, so let's go over to the rest of, where is it?
Personal information being stolen. The company has released a statement, though, reading in part, "Our teams are taking steps to assess and mitigate the issue. This includes taking some systems offline to help protect them. We apologize for any inconvenience this issue may have caused customers and..."
Don't let bugs ruin your fall plans.
No, we didn't do that. Okay, so I needed to show that clip because a lot of people don't believe when myself and some other YouTubers tell y'all what we see is happening. You not gonna, it's not true until you see someone on TV give it to you. But by the time they give it to you, it may be too late. So I'm here to say, go ahead and prepare. Go ahead and get stocked up. Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? I don't get it. Let's see. Okay, that's not giving me any new information. So I'm trying to find, I thought I had it pulled up. Let's see, that's the one I just did. Yeah, it might be this one. Come on. Anyway, I lost it, y'all, but that's the breaking news. we all need to be thinking ahead as to, yeah, the election is over. We needed to have stocked up for the election because we didn't know how it was going to turn out. Now we have the new year, the changing of the, the old people. I said I wasn't going to do that because I acted a fool in the other video. Okay. The changing of the thrones is going to be taking place. We don't know what comes along with that. We don't know where it's going in 2025, honestly. We're praying that it gets better, but we don't know. And because we don't know, we have to pray. And in prayer is preparation for things that are to come. We need to be preparing for things to come. We will not be prepared for everything because, like I said, we won't know where it's going to go. But I'd rather have what I have and not need it than to need and not have it. Okay? Like, I needed that sage last night. And I was like, I got to have this sage. I cannot be running out to this store. But sage is a small thing on the list of things that you need. It really is. You need to have emergency foods stored away in case you can't get out, or if you're sick and can't get out, or if you're taking care of someone in your home that's sick and you don't want to get out because you want to stay there and take care of them. It's already in your house. You ain't got to go nowhere. Your medications are already in your house. Get your pain relievers now. Get your fever reducers now. Jody, don't pay me no attention, Jody. Oh, Lord Jesus. Hey, Michael, do not take offense to that now. Okay? Don't take offense to that, baby. Don't you do it. Because I's old too, okay? But they older. They older. And sometimes just because you older don't make you wiser. You still that same old knucklehead that you was when your 30s and your 40s. You glitching. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kat. Hey, Deetra, how are you? Hey, Shonda, how are you tonight? Got Roxy in the house. Michael's in the house. Daryl's in the house. What Daryl said? Amen, Daryl. Amen. Daryl said, if you have it not in your purse or wallet, it is just imagery. Cash on hand, folks. Small denominations of metals also. Amen. Deetra, I don't have to. Let's see what Deetra say. Imagine if they hacked the government. Deetra, where you been? They already done hacked the government. They hack the government all the time. They hack everybody. They like Oprah. You get it, and you get it. You get hacked. You get hacked. Do you not remember? I don't know, it was last year or the year before. I reported on. it was so many cybersecurity things going on, but this was like a major one. They hacked colleges. They hacked hospitals, and this was all at the same time. Banks. They hacked the GOV, baby. They hacked the GOV. You a bold one when you do that. Okay. They hacked so many different places. It's not a matter of time. It's not what if. It's not imagine. Believe it. It has happened. It has happened. And it'll happen again. Critical care. You're right. They hacked it. Nurses was mad. I would have been mad too, because when I was in the medical field and we take care of a patient, you know, back when I did it, we did minimal things in the computer. Mainly it was done by hand. But now everything is either, you know, they have their phones and stuff now issued by the hospital where they can put stuff in. They have the computers right at the bedside or outside the door or whatever. They had to go back to back when I was doing it, and they had to write all the information down. They could not, and I'm not well, I am laughing because just the thought of that, because if you're not used to that, like you're, you know, a younger group, and you're not used to you having to do that, you just have the ease of, you know, now young people have the ease of everything is right there at their fingertips. Well, the only thing is that their fingertips was a pen, but you know, they have the system where they can shoot medicine or whatever to different floors. Well, they didn't have that, because when they hacked the system, that went down too. So they had to literally go to whatever department, get whatever blood, whatever. I mean, these things are important to have, especially if you're in a hospital. And you would think their systems would be better protected, or maybe the person was just better at what they were doing. But not even persons, but groups that did it. So yeah. And they hacked the military. And I think they did that this year and last year. So yeah, it's going down. It's going down. It's hopefully we have our stuff together, what we need. Backup meds today. That's good. I have to, when I get paid again, I have to buy some more things for my long-term storage, because I donated a lot of food and I never replaced it. And then when I said I was going to be replacing it, prices were shooting up. And I just could not afford to just put a lump sum of money down. So I've been buying a little bit here, a little bit there, stacking the long-term pantry. But I need to do that. And I need to, not just for food, but for, you know, things like this, cleaning supplies, all that stuff. I need to get stocked back up. And I'm just gonna probably bite the bullet this pay period and just go ahead and get the things that I need now, because I know for sure we're going to have a wetter, I'm about to say Christmas, a wetter winter. Now, I don't know if that means snow for everybody. It may just mean frozen rain. It may, you know, whatever. A lot of things can keep you from getting to the store. And I do Uber Eats and DoorDash, but I ain't trying to be out there delivering no food in no snow, sleet, and all that stuff. I ain't the mail people. Something happened to my vehicle, which I honestly feel like I don't want that vehicle anymore. I'm tired of paying all that money. I don't want to work to pay a bill like that. I don't know what I was thinking when I got that car. But anyway, neither here nor there. Do what y'all got to do. This video was to let you know that we need to continue to prepare. Emergency preparedness is important, whether people watch this video or not. And if you are watching it, I thank you for watching it. I thank y'all for coming in today. If you are new to the channel, please, by all means, subscribe to the channel. Help me reach that 110,000 family members by the end of the year. Sometimes I feel like we're going to get there, and other times I'm like, we're not going to get there. But whether we get there or not, I'm still going to continue to give you news that you can use. Try to make it, you know, as light and airy as a cake. So, it doesn't put you into that fear mode, that you feel comfortable with what I'm saying, that I'm not trying to scare you into getting prepared, but just that I want you to be prepared for the things that are happening, because we don't know what is down the line. We don't know what issue is going to keep our groceries from getting to the shelves, and we don't know how the prices are going to look when they do get to the shelves, because when food is short, prices go up even higher. So I don't know what that means for us in 2025. We shall see. Hopefully it is a better year. But you can hope and pray for a lot of things. And you can also prepare at the same time in case that does not work out. God willing, it will, but we don't know. Only He does. So see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for chiming in the comments. Definitely, if you're watching this on the replay, get in the comments and put your tips and ideas in there. Always put your tips and ideas in there, because somebody may see that and they may say, oh, wow, I didn't think to, do that. Let me check that off my list, or let me add that to my list of things that I need to get done. Don't be in such a hurry. I mean, yeah, we need to stock up, but don't be so, oh, I got to spend everything to get all of this stuff. Do it on your budget. Do it on your dime. You work for it. Okay? Don't stress it. We should not be stressing, oh, do I have everything I need in my house? None of us do. Okay? Unless we are billionaires. None of us do. And they got bunkers. So, and it's fully stocked. Some of them have pools in them. The government is preparing. They always preparing. They're supposed to be preparing. And those bunkers that are supposed to not be working anymore, they're still using those bunkers. Why else would they have live guards guarding them 24/7 and telling you can't record over here? Y'all need to check out my video about those underground bunkers that I have. Just type in bunkers and it should come, bunkers and then Tommy Bites. It should come up. So why are we not preparing? Why are we not preparing? If they can prepare, we can prepare. We can't prepare on their budget, but we have to do what we can do with our budget. And that's where staying focused comes in. Don't worry about what they're doing, how much they stocking up. Worry about what you're doing, how much you need to stock up for your household, what you need to stock up for your household, because what they eat over there in their house, you probably don't even eat that. So why would you stockpile it? If you don't want them red beans, then don't stockpile it. Get a few bags. I do recommend getting a few bags, because you never know. That may be the last thing you have to eat. You'd be like, oh, I'm so glad I got these dollar bags of beans right here. Now, how do I cook it? Y'all better figure it out before it's too late. While you have access to the internet, while the systems aren't hacked and down and all this other stuff. Because one article that I read was Elon Musk's satellite is blocking things, and it's causing, some problems with the satellites for us to be able to do the things we do on the internet. So you don't know, if a foreign entity is going to, well, I say entity, but yeah, country, but entity is going to, do something to cancel out our satellites, our tracking, our navigation, all that stuff. Do you have a map? I just told my husband the other day, I said, I keep going into Love's or any truck stop where I'm picking him up. I'm like, and I keep forgetting to get that map. I keep saying I'm going to get that map, but I need to get that map, because true talk, I was out doing a delivery, y'all, and I was so deep in that country and it was dark. And I had my daughter with me, which made it, I'm less worried when I'm by myself than if I have my loved one with me. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm really on edge, and I couldn't find this house because, one, people don't be putting they numbers where you can see them. And it was dark. And then I realized I can't even contact the customer for her to give me a better direction, or I can't even contact the company to cancel the order and say, bump this, I'm taking it back to the store. I was delivering something from Walmart. I had no service. And in that moment, I said, you know what? I really should have bought that map, because I didn't know where I was. I mean, I knew what city I was in because I wasn't in the city I started. This was going further out. And I was like, ooh, get that money. All money ain't good money, honey. Not if you lose your life trying to get it. So get you a map, because you don't know when that system is going to go down and we can't use our GPS. Y'all know this happened. If you don't remember, this happened. I don't know if I have it in the title or not, but I did a video on it. I did a video on pretty much everything. The girl was crying. She had gone somewhere, and then she was headed back to her boyfriend's or somewhere. And for the life of me, she couldn't, life of her rather, but life of me, I couldn't figure out why she couldn't remember how to get to the boyfriend's house. She couldn't make a phone call. None of us could make a phone call that day. The phones were down, people. And a lot of us was lost. I wasn't, not that day, but a lot of us was lost. Couldn't remember, because you don't pay attention, because most people, doing other things while they drive. So they're not paying attention to landmarks and all that. Back in the day, you would have to pay attention. How you get to such and such? Ask an old person, how you get to such and such? They're not going to tell you a street. They're going to tell you a landmark. So we're not paying attention to landmarks anymore. And she couldn't find her way home, poor baby. She was crying. Young girl. She pulled into it. This video went viral, so you probably could pull it up. Girl crying at a restaurant. She couldn't find her way home or something. I don't know. But she was like, hello? Are you open? Anybody there? Because it was dark out. Finally, they probably was in the back laughing. I don't know. But finally, somebody said something. And it's like, no, we're closed. She said, I don't know where I'm at. I can't use my phone. My phone is down. And then he said, yeah, everybody's phone's down, ma'am. Oh, God, thank you. I thought it was just me, but I don't know how to get to my boyfriend's house or something. She was saying she didn't know how to get to. I felt bad for her, but I had to think about it in that moment. How many other people was out there that day or night and didn't know where they were because they didn't have that at the fingertip GPS navigation. We got to prepare more than just stocking up on food, people. We got to prepare mentally, because when that grid go down, a lot of people ain't gonna make it. And I'm not trying to be shady. A lot of people are not gonna make it. They don't have the capacity. And I hate to say it like that. A lot of young people don't. I'm not gonna group everybody together. A lot of young people don't. Older folk, we used to not have an internet. Now, mind you, we'll be annoyed too, because now we have internet. We don't want to lose it. So, but we can resort back to something. You see what I'm saying? But if you have nothing to resort back to when everything goes down, then what do? You freak out. And what do people do when they freak out? They do things they wouldn't ordinarily do. Just like if the food is missing out of the store, and we already got a theft problem at these stores. I mean, it was police at a Walmart at 7:30 in the morning. 7:30 in the morning. And I know when they park on a certain side, it's because they in that back room with somebody who done been stealing at 7-something in the morning. Times is hard. People do crazy stuff that they wouldn't ordinarily do. So while you're out this holiday season, and I know this has nothing to do with the story the title or anything, but I like to just a little bit of wisdom. It's a little bit in here, not a lot. It's a little bit from living life. Keep your head on a swivel, and from growing up, in the hood. So keep your head on a swivel. You don't know what the person next to you is going to do. If I'm in the store and I'm checking out or I'm just shopping, and little old Barbara, hey Barbara, not you, but if Barbara's in the store and Barbara is beep, beep, she's scanning but not scanning the right things intentionally to take something, and then she gets caught with it, you don't know how Miss Barbara's going to behave. You don't know if she's going to turn that place out, if she's going to stay calm, if she's going to say, oh, this was an accident. You don't know how she's going to respond to being caught. You don't know how people are going to respond, to being caught doing something they wouldn't ordinarily do. Keep your head on a swivel. Be prepared to get yourself out of that situation, to get away from it, and not become a victim of someone else's doing because they were doing wrong. Stuff happens when you least expect it. Stuff happens. I remember as a child, this stuck with me. I think I was traumatized by it. I know I was traumatized by it. I have PTSD about this. So I'm going to tell y'all what it is. When I was a teenager, and I've had multiple situations take place, we heard screaming. We were in our house. It was, I don't know what time it was. I know it was dark. And you could see across the street if you go into my mother's room, because her room was sitting at the front of the house, ours to the back of the house. And it was 4 girls. We shared one room. And we heard screaming. So, of course, if you grew up in the hood, you do not open your door. You do not look out your door, because you don't want nobody to see them do what they doing, because then they might want to come for you. So we peeping though. We are peepers. And we was peeping out the window because this lady was screaming. A scream I've never, ever heard in my life. Okay. And she was screaming, help me, help me, help me. And we knew the neighbor across the street whose house she ran up on their porch and was banging on their door and stuff. And she was screaming to the top of everybody's lungs. And nobody was with her. She was by herself. Just help me, help me, help me. Let me in, whatever. The neighbor, I think his name was Jim. God rest his soul. He's been gone a long time. Before they opened the door, a group of women, young and old. That's why I say you can be old and still be a knucklehead. They ran up on the porch after her. And I thought they were fighting because she was, fighting them. In actuality, they were stabbing her. They were stabbing this woman to death. I don't know if she lived. I have no idea. But I know that they were stabbing her. I had never seen anything like that in my life. That's why I said I know I was traumatized by that. You don't know where you're going to be when something takes place. You could be in your own house and somebody come banging on your door. No. I know you want to open it because you want to help them, but you're going to be a victim at the same time. You usually have to pray about that later. But the goal is to live to see another day. Now, if you can safely do it, yeah, fine, go ahead and do it. I can't say I would do it, though. Don't look at me differently. I can't say I would do that because I've seen stuff. And They ran up off, I guess the neighbor yelled out, I called the police. So they left and they ran off the porch. And then the neighbor opened their door. But it was blood all over their porch. I mean, it was horrific. Okay. That thing stayed with me. I'm visualizing it as I'm saying this to you. If you see a situation starting to elevate, like it start off, everybody has monotone voice. They're talking to the person talking to them. But if you start to feel the vibration in the room, you better move. You better go somewhere before you end up on the news. Don't go over there. Calm down. Don't go over there. Don't try to referee that. Don't do that. That's what the police for. Now, if you want to be that, go on and sign up and be a police officer. Otherwise, stay out of it. Keep your head on a swivel and go on about your business. Get on up out of there. Okay? Now, that's coming from me. That's the grandma in me talking. Get on up out of there. Okay? Get on up out of there. I done seen my own friend murdered by the police. Why? Maybe I should just say killed. I probably should say both because I'm on YouTube. I just realized that. But I'm so comfortable talking to y'all right now that life be lifing for a lot of people. And this was when I was a teen. Okay? So when people say they made it up out the hood, you best to know they seen some stuff before they left their hood. If you didn't see some stuff, you must have been tied up in your room. Life can be hard. We don't have to make it harder than it need to be. So when I'm telling you to prepare, it's out of that mindset to always try to be prepared for something. Like I may not walk around because in North Carolina, you can carry. And now in South Carolina, you can carry. And you know what I mean by carry. So I don't carry though, because I feel like that attracts things to you. Doesn't mean I don't own, because trust and believe, I'm good and packed. But I don't carry that. I carry other things, but I don't carry that, So I have access in different areas of my home. If you have yours, have access, but make sure your access is not accessible to children, but it's accessible to you and your spouse or whoever, whatever adult you want to let know that it is there. Because you don't know if, civil unrest happens with anything. Where does that go? Does that bleed out into the community, into your area? And I live in a very, not the hood anymore. It's a different hood. So, and I'm thankful and grateful for that. But I don't trust anybody when it comes to situations happening, because as nice as my neighbors are and as helpful as they are and loving and kind, okay, just saying, they ain't gonna always be loving and kind if something take place. And not even just your neighbors. When things bleed out, they bleed out into your area, which may be a good area, but because people know that you're in that good area, they feel like you have more than them. And well, I'm just going to get it from them. I'm not going to mess with my community. I'm going to go to your community and I'm going to get, okay. And you're going to get got if you get in my way. And that's the mindset, no matter what hood you live in. That is the mindset. I can't tell you how many homes I have driven when I go do the apps and stuff. I pulled up in one yard and I listen, where I live, well, not even where I live, because I'll be out of my community when I'm delivering. But the areas that I go to, these are gun-toting people. Okay. Most of them have a sign posted, no trespassing. I have land in South Carolina, and I have those no trespassing signs on my land. I have seen more signs than I have seen, and I don't know when. And the sign, like one of them, it caught me off because I had not seen that one, because it was like right in my face. I pulled in the driveway. I looked to the left to get out and pretend this is a GUN. This is just salad dressing though, but pretend it's a GUN. I go to get out, and this is what I see. That's the barrel. And written on the barrel, it says smile. Or something like that. I was like, oh my goodness. Let me deliver this groceries and get out of here. But you have to be able to protect your family the best that you can. If you don't believe in those, then that's fine. Find an outlet, another way to protect your family, to protect the things within your home, from people who may want what you have because they think you have so much. Like, you ain't going through anything just because you live in whatever neighborhood. Okay. So I'm gonna leave y'all. I done talked enough. I get like that when my lupus is bothering me. Either I'm just really drained and I just want to sleep, or I just do because I'm not really a talker, believe it or not. I really am not. So y'all take care, stay safe. I will see y'all in the next video. If you have a news story that you think the rest of the family want to know about, feel free to send it to my email that's in the description box, or put it in a comment or something. I might see it. I don't see all of my comments, but I do try to heart as many as I can, and I do reply back to a lot of comments. I know one person was like, thank you for being so kind and responding. And I'm like, can't always respond. I do have 2 channels, but I do what I can do because it's just me. I don't have no help. Ain't nobody recording for me. Ain't nobody sharing videos for me. Ain't nobody, just me and God, or God and me. Okay. It's the God in me. Hey, it's the God in me. Y'all know the song about Mary. Is it Mary Mary or Erica from Mary Mary? Anyway, y'all, gotta go. Got my mind on God and I got my mind. Can't think about nothing else all the time. Y'all, I'm a horrible rapper. But God is good. No matter what I'm going through, I just try to praise him and say, Lord, get me through it. Get me through it. And God is going to get us through it. Okay. I love Jesus. Jesus is my daddy and God is my father. And every morning I say, hey, daddy. And I'm not talking about my father that just passed. So I love you guys. Thank y'all for joining. Again, please subscribe if you have not subscribed, and definitely like the video and get it out to more people, because more people need to be on this channel. They need to see what's going on. So I need to meet them. I need to meet them. Let me meet them. Y'all can help me with that by hitting that like button and sharing the video out. Leave your comments, and